Thanks, Captain Hammer Drill. We're trying to create art over here.
Hey everybody, Josh and Trevor here for another Whiskey Wednesday for Argonaut Wine and Liquor. Today is an awesome day
For sure.
for whiskey. We're super excited. We've got two new additions to our single barrel program. We've got our newest Buffalo Trace single barrel and our newest Elijah Craig single barrel. And then we also have a really cool line extension from Elijah Craig that we just wanted to try out and show you guys. So that's the Elijah Craig Toasted. So what we've got in the glass currently is our Buff Trace single barrel.
Yeah.
So this guy is barrel number 195.
Great nose. I get a lot of cherry, and I also get like a little maple.
Yeah, definitely
thing
some
going
maple.
on. Yeah.
The best Buffalo Trace single barrels we've gotten all have that cherry.
Yeah, for sure.
Like-
That seems like a common theme with the really good Buffalo Trace barrels is they're
Yeah.
heavy on the cherry.
Absolutely, yeah. Big red fruit.
Yeah. I get like vanilla at first on the palate,
Mhm.
and I get a spice note. And some of that fruit comes around at the end.
Yeah. I mean, super easy drinking. Nothing astringent or harsh about that at all.
This one's a porch pounding whiskey for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. As we call them, porch pounders for
Right.
sure.
And it's all. I mean, it's always great when you can get a single barrel, product at the everyday low price. Like this is
Right.
$21.99 on the shelf. You're getting a single barrel, basically 8-year single barrel for $21.99. It's fantastic.
There's not much that can beat Buffalo Trace in that realm. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
like Trevor said, the value you're getting for your dollar on a bottle like this is just above and beyond.
Absolutely, great one. Next up is our latest Elijah pick. So this is another 8-year barrel. This one's a little younger. Our last one was a 12-year. When we pick them, we never go by what's oldest. We go by what's best. So
Yep.
the one we liked the most this time was the 8-year.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of important to point that out because there are, everybody does single barrel picks differently.
Sure.
But the way we do them, as we've said before on here, completely blind. We don't have them tell us any of the stats until after we've already made our pick because we don't want to be influenced by what's older or, what came from what rick house. It's really just what we think is the best whiskey.
We want to pick the best whiskey, not the oldest or the highest proof or the fanciest warehouse, just what
Right.
we think is the best.
And not
So,
that any of those are wrong,
Right.
but that's just, our process.
Absolutely. Man, I get peanut butter on the nose of this one.
Yeah, I mean, two very different whiskeys here.
Yeah.
This one's definitely much more oaky, nutty.
Yeah.
Just kind of a different avenue bourbon can go as opposed to the, vanilla cherry
Sure.
going on in this one.
And it's very different than like the standard Elijah profile from what I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
This one's a standout. This is an actual single barrel where you're getting something unique.
Yeah, this is definitely pretty unique for Elijah. I mean, it's
I think so.
it's not the normal kind of single barrel profile or just the regular profile that you
Yeah.
get at all.
Pretty dry on the palate. Definitely get some oak. Not overly sweet. Get some oak, some spice. Like this one's really cool. This is a whiskey nerds single barrel, I think. because
Definitely.
The nose and the palate are very different. It's also very different than what you'd normally expect from Elijah Craig.
Mhm.
So I think this is a really unique and just a great example of what single barrels and how different they can be.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point. And also, with something like this, when you get into that nutty, oaky vein for bourbon, it can pretty easily go into like astringent and harsh, and this isn't that, which
No,
is
not
cool.
at all.
So to get something in that flavor profile this well done for $29.99, again, just super great value for your dollar on this one.
Absolutely. And then last up is the toasted barrel from Elijah Craig. So yeah, this is the newest line extension, kind of following in the vein of some of the other guys that have done toasted Michter's, Old Forester, things like that. This one's $48.99 everyday low price.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you definitely get those toasty notes, that burnt marshmallow,
Yeah.
like
I mean,
kind of graham crackery.
as you said, s'mores in a glass.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I
Yeah.
mean, really, that, yeah. caramelized marshmallow.
Yeah. I mean, butter smooth.
Yeah.
Um,
Palate totally follows the nose.
follows the
for
nose
sure.
pretty closely. This is like, for me, this would be like a after dinner kind of dessert whiskey.
I can see that.
You know, it's definitely on the sweeter side, smoother. This is a great one for somebody that doesn't drink a ton of whiskey because it's got a lot of those crowd pleasing notes on it.
Mhm.
So if you wanted to share, if you had somebody over that, like I said, it's not an everyday whiskey drinker, this is one that I think they'd really appreciate. Yeah.
Yeah, this is something you almost don't need to make cocktails with. Like it's
Yeah.
not something that needs something to spice it up or to change. It's really just a great sipper, I
Yeah,
think.
absolutely. All three of these are on the floor now, right at the entrance of the Argonaut. So we have a big display. The Elijah Craig Toasted, while it's supposed to be a permanent line extension eventually, right now it is allocated, so it's going to be a limit, one per customer on these.
Yep.
No limit on the Elijah or the Buffalo Trace. But yeah, there's a big display at the Argonaut now.
Yeah, absolutely. And keep an eye out. We'll have more coming from these guys in the next through the end of the year. But this is just the first Buffalo Trace barrel that
Yeah.
we've had come through.
And we're picking our next Elijah Craig barrel this
Yep.
week. So we kind of try to keep those coming as much as we can. So,
Yeah. So just to let you guys in, Elijah Craig, obviously, as you know, comes from the Heaven Hill Distillery, and we have tomorrow we're going to pick a new Elijah Craig and a new Larceny pick. And I know those Larceny picks were a big hit with everyone. I love them. Those
Yeah.
Larceny picks we've done. Those are awesome.
Absolutely. Our last Larceny barrel went a lot faster than our first one because I think
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't know about those Larceny single barrel picks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for those things coming. Right now, today is a great whiskey day at the Argonaut.
Yeah.
Come on down, give them a shot, guys. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.